Yo, 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 what's up, Sooner fans? This is your host from the Prairie to the Pros, Jeremiah Hall, formerly number 27 on the field, but always number one in your hearts. Here with me today, you know who it is, number 9 on the field, my right hand man, the Brayden Willis. And this is the podcast on the Prairie. What up, B?
Yo,
That the always makes you smile, huh?
nah, it's just funny, man. Like I say, it just every week it just gets more and more like it just gets more and more popular. I guess it's just funny. Like
Ah,
how
man.
something so little. When I said it, it's just funny because when I said it, I didn't think nothing of it. Like I didn't think this would become how it is today, and now it's just like a whole big old deal. So
I like it.
it's just kind of funny. I
I like it.
appreciate it.
Sooner fans, it is Sunday, 2/27/22. It is a special day because it's the 27th. On the 27th of every month, I claim it to be my day. No, I'm just kidding. Big weekend for Sooner sports. We'll talk about it here soon. We got softball going undefeated in another classic. We got our girl, the dog, Maddie, getting the game winning assist in the win over Kansas State. We got OU men's basketball winning their game in Bedlam and much, much more to talk about. But first, Brayden, how was your day?
It was good. Like you said, it's Sunday. We had a players led team meeting basically.
Yeah.
We've been doing them a whole lot more. Last year we just some of the older guys that are leading it now. I'm saying Justin Bros, myself, EG, some other guys like that. We just felt like we didn't take initiative on too many leading opportunities, and we felt like we didn't grow guys as leaders as much last year, and so that's one of our big emphasis is like growing our team in terms of knowledge and stuff, and then also growing leaders. Like we said, if we start or as of today, which was like it was like last week, but I'm gonna say it as of today. We were saying if we start off or if we have when we finish the season, if we have the same amount of leaders as we do as when we started, then we didn't do our jobs as leaders, what I'm saying, as a leadership council. So, we want to equip guys to be able to be the best leaders they got the best leaders they can be in terms of like what leadership style they're comfortable with and, just how to lead different ways they can lead, not everybody has to be the vocal, whatever the case would be. And and then, but we've also took initiative on making presentations on like mental aspects of the game. So today was mental conditioning in terms of positive self talk. You know what I'm saying? When we get on the field, sometimes we talk ourselves up like, come on, you might be like, come on, 2-7, come on, 2-7. We're going to have a day today. We're going to have a day today. Let's go. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
we just kind of touched on that topic. And I think it was beneficial for the team. It's just really crazy. It's a whole different vibe. Like we have team meetings like every, Sunday, Monday, leaders meet a lot. Like it's just different. We just felt like we waited too long last year to do something as leaders, and so we wanted to change that right up front, especially with the change in culture and change in coaches. So I
Yeah.
feel like that's one of the things that's going really, really well. And even guys that have came from other places, they're like, man, this is like totally different. We're like, I see why y'all win. We're like, hey, a lot of things are different nowadays too. So I mean, we're not all used to it.
You know what's crazy? I was watching The Witcher. I'm sure you've seen me tweet about it and the rest of the fans. I was watching the Witcher, right? And the Witcher, to give Sooner Nation some background, right? The Witcher is like a monster slayer. He's a human with heightened senses and the ability to kill. So think of him as like Superman that kills monsters, right? And he said, Witchers don't hesitate. If you hesitate, you die. And that got me thinking. I had to pause it because I started thinking about football and I started thinking about my leadership this past year, right? And I started thinking about how oftentimes I would hesitate too much. And I really it's crazy that you even brought this up because I was going to talk to you about this regardless. Do not hesitate. If you want to call a meeting, call a meeting. As a leader, it's your team. Like if you feel like something is on your heart that you got to tell your guys, text your guys. Don't wait. Don't ask for permission. It's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. It's better to tell.
Right.
It's better to have a young guy say, "Hey, I think that might have been too much," rather than not say anything at all. And I don't have any regrets because I learned a lot as a leader, as a captain. It was a position that I didn't hold before, and I think you guys, the offense this year has I wouldn't say has it a lot more easier than I did, but I feel like there's a little bit more leadership on the offense as a whole. There's more guys able to step up. More guys have been in the fire. More leadership as a collective rather than just listening to the old head Jay Hall. But
Hmm.
I just wanted to make sure I told you that I wasn't even we didn't even plan to talk about that. But yeah, bro, don't hesitate. I love those meetings because it gets a chance. It gives a chance for other people to hear what you have to say, and now you're giving a chance for
Right.
the young guys to see what works best for them. And I don't think that's something that I did a good job of. I always gave people the platform and the opportunity to speak, but I don't think I did a good job of developing the next guy. And
Yeah.
so that's cool. That's cool to hear from you guys. I got a question,
Yeah.
bro. What was up
What's
with
up?
y'all having the helmets on the table when y'all were eating soul food? What was it, yesterday or
Yeah,
today?
no, it was today. That was the next thing I was gonna say because it was obviously today, right after the thing. We have our soul team, right? And they do a good job of getting us active in the community and just doing
Mhm.
little stuff that, connects us as a team and just learning history of different things and everything like that. So that was a soul food dinner for us.
Yeah.
Funny because their name is Soul, and then we had a soul food dinner, but
That's what
I guess that was the
Caleb
purpose.
runs
Yeah,
the whole thing, right?
right.
Okay.
He's on. Well, he doesn't run it, but he's on the team. There's like
Okay.
four of them.
Yeah.
But so basically, it was a soul food dinner. Really, just a bonding experience, but there was also purpose behind it. We had two chefs come in, and it was, just kind of educating us about the Black culture and soul food and things among that nature, and then kind of just giving us opportunities to know where some soul food, restaurants are, Black owned soul food restaurants in the area, and the opportunity to be able to support them by knowing where they are, who they are, and everything. So I thought it was a good little event. Ate really good. Ate too much probably. But no, it was fun. They just had tables on there. Obviously, they were going to take pictures, so they had to make it look professional and fancy and all
Yeah.
that other stuff. But that was what that was for. It's just for the aesthetic of the look. But it was a nice little time, good bonding, especially
It
because
bo-
everybody that was in the meeting just went straight up to
yeah. It was
the
convenient.
upstairs. So yeah.
It bothered me that there were helmets on the table, bro. Like, I know those helmets are dirty. I know that they did not clean those helmets, and I saw a dirty helmet sitting right next to a bowl of rice. I'm like, bro, that is like I understand the aesthetic or whatever you want to call it, but come on now, like we could have
We'll
got
just hope
something
that they
else.
cleaned them. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
just hope that they cleaned them or something. They deep cleaned them before they did that, because yeah. But yeah, I would just hope that just deep cleaned them. I
you
don't know.
probably didn't even think about that while you're
I
eating. That's
didn't
all.
think about it, but the thing is, the table was so big that the helmet was never really too close to me. Like wherever there was a helmet, like on each little, it wasn't close to me at all. So I didn't think about it. It wasn't near me. So, but now that you say that, like there was probably someone that was sitting right
Yeah.
across from it. It was, what I'm saying? No, for sure though.
Ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the podcast, but you all must know that we don't have a producer this time around recording our podcast. Our guy Alex is somewhere. He ran a half marathon today, and he's hanging out with his family. I don't know where it was. But I'm assuming it was in New York
Yeah, we
because
gotta ask. Yeah.
yeah, I forgot to ask. But shout out to our guy Alex. We're recording this without him, so hopefully no pulled hamstrings or any injuries to my guy. I think he's good. We'll have to check back in with him tomorrow.
For
But
sure.
bro, man, I gotta tell you what happened to me this past weekend. So
What happened?
I guess my game isn't as strong as I thought, bro. I guess.
That's not what I've heard.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely no, I chopped it up with old girl and I was smooth. That was yeah. We'll
Oh,
talk about that.
we're
Yeah,
talking about another situation.
yeah, no, we'll talk about that off camera. But
Gotcha.
um yeah, bro. So let me just set it up for you, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm on my Instagram Explore page, right? I see this cute girl. She's in Denver,
Mm.
and I DM her. The goal, the goal, while I'm out here in Denver, I just need somebody to kick it with, bro. Like I don't need no emotional attachment. I don't need no friends with benefits. No none of that. I just wanted somebody to like kick it with, hang with. You know, it gets lonely out
Man,
here.
it's
I just
lonely, guys. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. He's lonely. He just needs
like
someone to
yo,
chop it up with at night. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Just
Just show me around. Take me to a few
you know what I'm saying?
restaurants.
Let's go to brunch, like kick
Yeah,
it, like have some good conversation, and go on about our day.
exactly. Like, come on. So that's the goal in mind. It's
Right.
important because every man knows that your approach changes depending on what the objective is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So,
yeah. Oh yeah. Ain't no
but
step back in this one. You just like
yeah, yeah, exactly. There was no hesitation in this play because I know I have good intentions, right? So
right.
uh, we're chopping it up on Instagram. I get her number. And I don't like small talk, bro. I'm a man of action. So I'm gonna hit you up. We might go back and forth, might maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 times, but eventually I'm gonna ask you to like let's hang, let's do something because I'm not gonna text you all day. I'm busy. So old girl was like yeah, we can hang. And so I was like, what days you free? She was like blah 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 blah. I was like, okay, cool. So the first time, I asked her to hang, uh, she said she was busy with her family. And I was like, okay, like no problem, because I just so happened to be busy with my mom too. So actually, I was glad that didn't work, right?
Right.
So the second time, she was like, I'm free Friday night and I'm free Saturday night, and I was like, okay, cool. And Friday, she never got back to me, and so Saturday, I was like, yo, let's go grab drinks, like. Well, no, early on in the day on Saturday, I was like, "You still free?" She was like, "Yeah." And then later on, I was like, "Let's go grab drinks, right?" And so then she never got back to me. I was like, dang, like I kind of like
Mm.
I shaved my head and washed my face. Like I put on cologne. So
Oh man.
I'm like, man, like,
Wait, I'm talking. What'd you put on? What'd you put on?
Dolce and Gabbana, blue.
Okay. The light blue.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
That's,
I like my colognes. You know this. I like my colognes. I gotta ask.
yeah, that's my go-to. I was like, yo, like this is my first time actually like dressing up to go out. Like, let me like, look presentable. And
Hmm.
then she was like, after that, now this is strike two now. Like I was almost about to, be away with her.
Yeah.
So the following Monday, she was like, yo, my bad. How about you just stop by my job? We can chop it up. I'll be there, right?
Okay.
And so she works at a nutrition place, like the prep meals or whatever. That's what she
Oh,
does.
okay.
And so um I was like, bet for sure. Like I got time. And so let's see. Wednesday morning, I said, "Yo, what's the name of the place?" She told me like the area, but I don't know the name of the place. And how long are you gonna be there? Just so I know. She never responded, but she was
Mm.
posting on Instagram. So I was like,
Mm.
"Bruh, I unfollowed her so quick and deleted her number." I'm like, strike three. Like, no, I'm done. Like,
Mm.
you're wasting my time. I don't like small talk. Don't play with me. My time is valuable. So
Mm.
I I, I guess I ain't got it like I thought I did, bro.
So you say my game is better? Is that what you're saying?
Whoa, relax, relax,
I
relax.
don't know, man. I'm just saying, man. This just sounds like what you were saying. I don't know. You don't have to tell Sooner Nation. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That could be just, between
Okay,
us or whatever.
whatever, whatever. What did J. Cole say? He said one of his songs. He said, "Fool me once, fool me one time, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Fool me twice, can't
Fool
put the
me
blame
twice.
on. Yeah, can't put the
You.
blame on
Uh
you. Fool me 3 times. F the peace sign.
huh. Only J Hall will quote a J Cole lyric on the pod.
Yes, sir. But anyways, man, yeah, man, like yo, like I'm a catch, like dang.
I be telling
Anyways,
everybody, bro, come on now, we catches. Hey, don't worry about it. Plenty of
like
fish in the
yo,
sea
I host a podcast, so you already know I can talk to you for days, right?
for
I don't even
days.
we don't even have to talk about football.
Talk about whatever.
Yeah, we can,
This
I'm
is
nice.
conversation.
Yeah.
I
Twitter.
mean, come on now.
Anyways, we gotta get going. I could keep talking about that forever.
Man.
But let's see. What else did I do? Yesterday I drove to Vail, Colorado. For anyone who knows who that is, super duper pretty place. I just want to see what it looked like, so I did about an hour 45-minute drive up there. Threw in a podcast. Yes, I do listen to our podcast. I gotta add a view. So
Okay.
I listen to hours every now and then. I don't listen to everyone though, but so threw in a book and drove up there, looked around, took a nap, drove back, and then lastly, today is Sunday, and so tomorrow morning, Monday, I will fly out to Indianapolis and start my combine week. So my day is Thursday. For you all wondering, I have my bench in the morning, and then all the 40s and the L drill and all that is in the afternoon on NFL Network. So very
Yeah.
excited about
Yeah.
that.
They'll be tuning in. I'll be tuning in.
Yeah, I know you don't have class, so I expect you to be watching.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be in there. What time does it start again? My fault. I wasn't listening.
I think around 1 or 2 Eastern time. So
Mm-hmm. With like,
I I don't know. I'll
what
get
is
you an
Eastern
exact
time
time.
conversion? Eastern time's ahead, like
Yeah,
an hour ahead of Central, so it would be like 12,
yeah,
maybe, plus or
not too
minus.
bad. Here, matter
Yeah,
of
no.
fact, I'll pull up the schedule for you just so you know. All right. So I have bench at 10 a.m. Eastern time, so 9
9.
Central, and then we got a break, lunch break, and in the evening at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so 2 p.m. your time. We get there on the field, and then an hour later, 4 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Central time is when we start the 40s, and then after that, we have drills, the vertical, the broad jump, the 3 cone, and yeah, so you need to be watching by 3 o'clock your time.
Already.
Yes, sir. So that's all I got for my personal life. Sooner Nation, say a prayer, say a good long prayer for me because I think I'm gonna go kill it. I think I'm gonna turn some heads and impress some people. Um, I'm excited. I can't wait. So say a prayer for me. Moving on to around the world in Sooner sports, we actually have a good amount going on. Like we mentioned earlier, we had our girl Maddie, the dog, have the game-winning assist, pass the ball to Taylor Robertson to shoot the three, to win the game versus Kansas State. Our OU women's basketball team is ranked number 20 now, climbing slowly but surely. Our men's basketball team won the Bedlam game 66-22, and our OU softball team, man, I'm a little hurt that I missed most of the games this weekend. I only saw the highlights on Twitter, but they sweep the Nutter Classic. Um, they beat up on Long Beach State, beat up on Arizona. That Tennessee game was crazy. People were tagging me in that, like like I don't know, like I was there in person or something. Like okay, like we'll talk about it on the podcast. So Um, just so you guys know, we do have some plans in the works to get a couple softball players on here. So fret not, it is happening. We saw you guys tag all of them, and we've already had some conversations. So it's coming. But Brayden, did you get a chance to watch any of those games?
I didn't. So I always try to get in. I always try to watch the games, but usually the ESPN and all the sports networks be doing our girls softball team bad, and they don't air it. You know what I'm saying? They'll air it on some random channel that nobody gets or something like that. So I haven't had a chance to watch them. Kind of upset about it. So usually they air more on the TV when like basketball starts to die down. So hopefully I'll get to catch some in the future. Obviously I'm gonna be going to the games when they're here, but I didn't get to catch any of those games.
Yeah. Yeah. On top of the softball and basketball, I think our tennis team is number 2 or number 3. And then women's gymnastics, I think they're number 2. And I'm pretty sure they go up against I think it's Michigan who's number 1 this Friday. So hey, our women's teams is killing it. It seems like everybody's getting a national championship except the football team, huh?
It's on the way.
It's on the way. Bro, I used to dream and imagine that number 7 on on the on the stadium. I used to be like, man, before I leave, that 7 is gonna be an 8, for the
Hmm.
national championships. I used to count because when I first got there, I think we had won 46 or 45 conference championships, and I'm like, man, that's gonna be 50. That's gonna be 51. The national championships is gonna be 8. Like I used to dream of that. So now it's your turn.
For sure. You go into the stadium. What I always do, I look at that sometimes, but what I always catch my eye is the press box. And then, they have the years on the press box. And on one side of the press box, that there's a gap separating it. On one side it has all the 70s and 80s, and then it has a couple of I guess it just has the 70s ones. Then there's 80s, but on the right side there's 3 natties, and then there's a blank space on the left side. There's 4 natties, but it's all filled up. So I'm like, man, that blank space needs to be filled by the time I leave, man.
Yeah.
So
I used
got to
to
make it that 2022.
I
Yeah,
know, man.
2022. Didn't think I was gonna be in college this long.
Oh man. I knew I was gonna be a 5th year guy. I I told my dad, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna steal all their money. I'm gonna take all the money they gonna give me. Because
No,
once
for
I
sure.
leave, yeah. 'Cause once I leave,
Yeah,
I'm not coming back. I have no
uh,
desire to
I
do
agree.
school.
Once I'm done with school, I'm done with school. Please, please, I'm done. That had 2 tests last week. What was it last week? Maybe the week before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the week before. Because this week we were snowed in. By the way, iced in. So that was
Oh yeah.
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
y'all
iced in for 3 days.
no Schmitty for 3 days.
No Schmitty for 3 days, but we came back, hit about 2110. So yeah,
Ooh. Hey, I know you said
right,
you had
fresh
that.
off the break.
I know you said you had that soul food this weekend. Are you gonna make weight tomorrow?
I hope so. I ate a lot of it. I gotta, what I'm saying, I gotta make some pounds up. I hope
Hey,
so.
look, yeah. I saw a little bit of hesitation on that. You might be a little too much, huh?
You know, the, nah. I don't think I'll be too much, man. My body. One thing for Sooner Nation, my body does not hold weight, man. I'll start
For
the
real.
season. I mean, I remember starting the season at 242, 243 one time, and by the end of the season, I was like 235. My body does not hold weight. My metabolism go too fast. We do too much. Like I do not hold weight, but I
I
don't think
believe
I'll
it.
be over. I should be good. I should be good. I'll
Yeah.
probably be right on par, Hopefully. I ate good, man. And then, what I'm saying, I just ate dinner, and maybe I'll have a little snack just in case. But I seriously doubt I'll be over, man. Seriously. Like I don't ever remember a time where I was overweight.
Put some granola bars in your pockets just in case or something.
I've been having to do that, sometimes. Like I was the guy back in the day that had to, prepackage peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in high school so I could eat them throughout the day so I could gain weight. Like I was that guy.
Dang. I understand that though, because now that I'm eating better out here, bro, it is hard for me to keep on this weight. Like I will be full the entire day, weigh in the next morning. I'll eat breakfast too and still lose a pound. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm trying, man. Like this is difficult. How much? Wait, how much do you weigh now?
236, 237.
Okay, I'm back up there. I was 239 today.
Yeah, I've been 237 for 3 weeks now.
Are you gonna stay right there?
No, 240. But I mean, we're everybody's trying to make weight before spring ball. So my progression jumped up like 4 pounds from 1 week to not from 1 week to another. Or like, okay, the first week that we started doing it, my progression jumped like 3 or 4 pounds,
Yeah.
and I've stayed there. So we're doing a pound a week. So the pound a week thing for me has already been done. Now it's getting to the point where I need to keep on going. I need to 38, 39, 40, and then maintain. But I've already like the first week I jumped up like 3 or 4 pounds because I
Mm.
started eating 4 meals instead of three.
When do y'all start spring ball? Have you got that schedule yet?
So spring ball starts after spring break this year for some odd reason.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
starts on what, the 22nd maybe.
yeah. I know why they're doing that because they did that. I think it was what was it, your freshman year? I think we did that.
Did we?
I think so. It was whenever we got a new quarterback because they didn't want to start and then us leave. And like we started something new or something like that. But it's better for y'all to just go ahead and start right after spring ball. I mean spring break. So that way you can retain everything since it's a new system. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember what year we did that. You know the date of the spring game?
I do. April 20 something. I have to check that. A lot of people have been tagging me, and it's crazy. I should know this, but
Yeah.
I do not as of right now.
I'm
I'll
trying to
find
stick
that out for you.
I'm trying to stick around for it because I just want to be there. But my
Yeah.
dad is the week before the draft, I think my dad is having his bachelor. I told you my dad's getting married, so he's having his bachelor's
Mhm.
party in Vegas, and so I'll be gone then, and then I'll be home for the draft, and yeah. So, but anyways, yeah, I want to stick around. I don't know if I told you, but I'll be back all of most of April and half of March.
I was going to say, so like, do you keep on training, or do you come back and what, you come here and train, or like what's the deal after?
Oh yeah, so I'll be my pro day is the 9th, right? So
Right.
the combine is on the 3rd, this Thursday, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'll fly back to the Denver. I'll fly back here on Friday, pack, and then fly to Norman on Sunday, and then pro day is on that Wednesday, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
the 9th, or the Wednesday or Thursday, and then I'll just be there kicking it until I'll do whatever. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
because
go to
I
New.
guess everything you need to train for is already done now at this point.
Yeah,
Pro day and combine, so it really needs to be no more training, other like training for a combine pro day type deal.
yeah. I might go there and interview BV for
Should.
the pod because I'm not a player, but let's see if we
Yeah.
can make that happen. But yeah, I'll be there kicking it. I'm gonna go to New York for a little bit, and basically I'm just there training, doing whatever. I think a team can come and request a workout, like come to Norman to see me in
Right.
person, but I don't know. We'll see. But
Dope. Dope.
yeah, I'll be around that type of deal. So yeah, Sooner Nation. That is all we have for this part of the podcast. Like I said, wish me luck for the combine, and say a prayer for me. So, all right, Sooner Nation. Up next, you know what it is. Listener submitted questions. Brayden and I are going to be really generous with these with these number of questions we got going on this time. I think we got 10 to 15, maybe even 20 questions. So we're just gonna spit them out, keep it going, and rapid fire these things. So first one's up. Uh Pepe Sylvia Sr. on Twitter asked, "What are your favorite OU jerseys to wear? Thoughts on the new alternative jersey? Maybe black jersey for a night home game?" All right, Pepe. My favorite one is the traditional home ones. That just so happened to be the jersey that I have the most pictures and touchdowns in. So I'm gonna go with that one. And second, OU definitely needs to have a black jersey. Like, I don't understand why we don't have a black jersey. Honestly, we could get rid of the Rough Riders and just come up with a black jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's clean, it'll be smooth. Um, as long as we don't look like Alabama, I'm good for it. So that's my thoughts.
For me, my favorite jerseys to wear, just like Jay Hall, is the traditional home uniforms, the crimson and cream. Um, I mean, I like the whites too, but the crimson cream just reminds me of Oakland. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think of when I think of OU. So, thoughts on a new alternate? I would like to see it. I mean, I don't have a problem with the Rough Riders, honestly. But then again, a lot of people don't like them. The reason I don't have a problem with them is because we get to wear black with it. Like, we get to wear black cleats, black gloves, black socks, all that stuff, and I love that. So that's why I don't mind it. But I understand why fans don't like it. But a black jersey, I agree with Jay Hall. I think we definitely need to have a black jersey. I think that would be smooth. But it has to be done the right way, though.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
can't just put anything together. Like, I've seen some of these mock-ups and I'm like, that ain't it right there. It has to be put together the right way. And I'm not saying I got the answers for that. I'm gonna let the professionals decide that.
Mm.
All right. So question number 2 from Jordan D. Silva said, craziest recruiting stories you've heard from other players or from around college football. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't know people's stories when it comes to recruiting, other
Yo,
than people that we've asked.
no. That that Tennessee one about the money in the McDonald's bags. You
Oh
remember that
yeah. I
one?
mean, yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah. I mean, other than those, I mean, yeah, me personally, I've never heard of anything super crazy. I've heard of stuff like that, you know. I mean, the cars, the money in luggage bags, and stuff like that. I mean, that's wild, but never heard of anything like that to anybody that I know
Oh, I was
of.
watching a. Oh, wait. I was watching a documentary, or I think it was something on Twitter, when Adrian Peterson was trying to choose a school. LSU was also in the mix, and I think Ed Oregon was there, and or I'm pretty sure Ed Oregon was the coach somewhere. I'm not sure if it was LSU, but when Adrian was trying to choose a school, his dad was in prison. I'm pretty sure this is Adrian Peterson. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Adrian Peterson. His dad was in prison, right? And he could only see certain channels. And he could see OU play, but he couldn't see whatever team Ed Oregon was coaching. I'm pretty sure it was LSU, right? So Ed Oregon
Hmm.
tried to get Adrian's dad transferred, bro, just so he could see uh LSU's games. And I thought that was pretty funny.
Huh.
So
That's kind of crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, that if that's true, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Next
That's
question.
wild.
Who is really tearing it up in the weight room besides Brayden Willis? Jake Mayfield asked on Twitter. Brayden?
Me? No, man.
Yes, we know be Willie.
Man, let me think.
Weight room monster.
You know, the rack next to me, they do a pretty good job, man. You know, well, okay. First, I have to give a shout out to my workout partners. I work out with Marcus and Carson Grooves, my guys. You know,
Marcus Major?
they've been pushing themselves, and they've been, yeah, Marcus Major. they've been doing a good job pushing themselves, and we've been getting some good work in. The right next to me is a group of linebackers. It's Joe Wete, Danny Stutzman, and Jake McCoy. I don't know why his name was slipping my brain for a second, but they do a really good job too. So I'm gonna go with that second right next to me. I'm gonna say they're killing it because they've been, they see me doing some stuff and they be trying to, saying compete a little bit, but I'm still OG. You know what I'm saying?
Big Poppy Willie. That's what they gonna start calling you. Weight room Willie.
Nah, for real.
Hey, yeah, we need to make a hashtag out of that. Weight room Willie. You heard it here first in the nation.
Oh, here we
J
go. There's
Hall.
another
J
one.
Hall is nice with the nicknames. Weight room Willie. Matter of fact, I might tweet it right after this just so we can get it started. Whew. Next question we have. Oh, Brayden, you got this one.
Krista Sullivan says, "Can you tell us a little bit about your families?" I know, obviously, me, Brayden Willis, has a little sister soccer player, but there are other siblings or shout outs to your family. Yeah, so I got three sisters and two brothers. Two stepsisters that I'm really close with because my stepdad and my stepsisters have been in my life since I was two, so I'm really close with them. I have a little sister named Grace that everybody knows because I'm her biggest fan. She's committed to Texas State for soccer, and she is a senior in high school. And then I have a baby brother, Chris. He lives in DeSoto with his mother. Um, that's on my dad's side, and then I have an older brother and named Bryson. Um, and that's kind of my family dynamic. All the people that are really close to me, other than I my family's really really tight. So I mean, I could name off a whole bunch of stuff like shout out my I do want to shout out my auntie, my granny, and well all my aunties, my granny, my cousins, because they always are supporting us and they're always buying us coffee. So shout
Okay.
out to the fam. But yeah, they listen to it religiously. So thank you, fam. Love y'all. And to anybody else I miss, I mean, I've got cousins and you know what I'm saying, other aunties and great
Yeah.
aunts and everything. Everybody listen to my podcast. I love the fam. It's too many to say, but shout out all y'all.
Hey, did your mom tell you that I sent her a message? I just told her like thank you. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, I told her. I'm surprised she didn't tell you. I just told her. She had responded to something I posted, and I told her it was in the morning. So I just told her good morning and thank you for the support and love because she's always tweeting and tagging me and stuff. So
Oh no, she didn't tell me. Was this recent?
yeah, this was like I think like 3 days ago or 2 days ago.
Huh. I'm surprised she didn't tell me.
Slacking.
I'm saying, come on, mama.
Ladies
She
and
probably gonna be like, it's because he didn't call.
she's like, you don't call me no more, so I ain't gonna call you.
No, my mom knows I call her. I call my mom every week, multiple times.
That's love. Ladies and gentlemen, I have one brother, one sister. They're both well, my brother just turned 21, my sister's 20. Um my brother runs track at Catawba in Salisbury, North Carolina. So don't get to see him too often because he's always in season when I'm out of season, and he does indoor track too. So this kid is busy all the time. My sister, she goes to Winston Salem State in Winston Salem, North Carolina, and she's a referee. She's a basketball referee on the side. So be nice to your referees if you have kids that are in AAU basketball. It's not your fault or it's not the referee's fault if a team is getting blown out by 30 points and you're asking for a foul. Like, no, like we're trying to go home. Let my sister ref and quit cursing at her sometimes. Like, relax. So that's what my siblings got going on. They're both juniors, and Jay Hall leads the way in the household. So
There you go.
moving on to our next question. What's the biggest hit you've seen at practice? Let's see. At
I got
practice?
some good ones.
Uh, practice. Practice. I can't recall one from practice, but Jay Hall took a big hit in fall camp 2020, and I'll never forget that one, boy. Jaden, I got it from Jaden Davis, and it's crazy because Jaden is like a lot smaller than me, but it just so happened to be the perfect hit. Picture this: Jay Hall is the tight end on the left, to the single receiver side, and I run a flat route, right? And Trajan. Trajan Bridges was the outside receiver, and he was supposed to run a go route, but he was supposed to release outside so the corner would turn his hips and not see me run into the flat. So how about Trajan releases inside, right? So I'm pretty sure you can imagine. As soon as I get the ball, bam, I get hit right under my shoulder pads where there's no protection, and I can't breathe at all. I'm sitting there. Chris, our trainer, runs over. He's like, "Relax, J Hall, relax, relax." I'm like, "Get my pads off me. I can't breathe." Like, oh my goodness, I'll never forget that one. But um, yeah, that's probably one of the hardest hits I've ever taken in practice. Just because it wasn't even a hard hit, it was just like in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Hardest hit. I got two situations, and I don't know. Maybe we can. Yeah. Well, the first one I'm gonna say is TJ and my old roommate Trouble. Back when they first got here, both of them were very headstrong and they was gonna run through anything. So the first scrimmage during maybe I don't know if it was fall or spring or something like that. It had to have been fall if it was our first scrimmage or something. But the first time they went, you were at live at practice. I just remember them two going together, and it was like two freight trains. It was like, pow! And they both got up, yeah. And I mean, like, who won? We don't know. It's just a big old collision. But I have to say that was probably one of the hardest hits I've seen. And then the second one, don't know if we can say this. So, what I'm saying, if Alex needs to cut this, Alex, to cut this. But the second one is it was actually in a fight, if you remember. Um
Wait, who?
and I know he gonna get
Wait, which one? Which one?
is it was one way back. It was when Creed and them was here because it involved Creed.
Yo, that's the one that I missed. That's when I know what you're talking about. I was hurt for that one, and I was in the weight room with
Okay.
Scotty. Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Okay,
I
so
never
look,
saw it. And then,
I know they're gonna kill me. I know they're gonna kill me for saying this. Multiple guys on the team, but we get there's a little scuffle out there, right?
yeah.
We practice hard, and some D linemen get into it with the O linemen, and which is normal, and I'm pretty sure Perion goes over there for some reason to break it up. Like everybody's like, "What?" Perion goes over there to break it up. Perion goes over there to break it up, but Creed thinks that he's going over there to do something with whoever it
Bro.
was that got into it. So Creed runs over there, grabs him, and like suplexes him over his shoulder. And we were all like, "Oh my god!" It was the craziest thing I ever seen because everybody's like, "Bro, Perion's not a small dude, bro. Like Perion is the big dude. Like Perion's swole. And then everybody's like, but I mean, it is Creed, but I mean,
Yeah.
so
Bro, I was so
that
mad.
was the other one. That was
I was
crazy.
so mad I missed that one.
And we did up downs for an hour after that. Yeah,
I do recall that because I was out there doing sit ups and push ups with you guys. That was
yeah.
dang, man. I'm actually like upset that I missed that because I remember coming out and all y'all had just finished. I'm like, yo, what happened? And I was like, all right, I'm gonna look at it on film later. They cut the film. I never saw it. I was so hurt.
Oh man, it
Oh
was the
boy.
craziest thing ever, bro.
All right, so next question.
Next question. Oh, Jinx. I get it. The next question is from Juliet. She said, "How do you feel about wearing suits on game day?" I personally love it. I was going to wear a suit. My mom got me a custom made suit in this season, but it wasn't going to be done. I was supposed to wear it on the last home game of the season.
Yeah.
Iowa State wasn't done. So I was gonna get clean regardless. Never had the opportunity to, but I mean, I am not opposed to it. They're first off, they're buying us our own suits, so that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wouldn't want their own custom tailored suit for when you leave
Yeah.
to go get a job or whatever?
If it still
You
fits.
know, so I think exactly, exactly. If it still fits, if it still fits, but at least you'll have that chance to see if it still fits
Uh-huh.
instead of, you know what I'm saying? If it still fits, you're good instead of having to buy a new suit.
Yeah.
But I personally think it's really cool. I think it's going to make us all look sharp and business like. And it's just a change, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
changes are good.
I will never complain for getting a suit for the free ski. So I'm for it.
Never.
But at the same time, I did like the individuality that we had before. But some guys wouldn't always dress up, which sometimes makes it look good. Well, sometimes doesn't make it look as good. So I'm for the suits. Yeah, I like it. So looking forward to seeing you guys look crisp, even though you guys are all going to be posting the same picture after game day down, maybe like once a
True.
year. Everybody's going to be in the same suit. So, or do you guys get to choose like what kinds you get? Or
We get to choose, yeah.
okay,
But the first game I'm not rocking the suit that everybody else get. I'm rocking my own suit. But that's no here or there.
okay, okay.
And then, I mean, you get to have a little bit of individuality. You know what I'm saying? I might throw on a little, a hat like
Yeah.
Cam Newton be wearing, maybe
Throwing a
some
hat,
sage or
change,
something. I don't know.
change the pocket square.
Some. You know what I'm saying? You might, you know what I'm saying? I might pull a full Cam Newton and cut the sleeves on a. No, I'm playing. I'm not doing that.
Oh boy,
I'm playing.
I
I'm
support it.
not doing
I support it.
that. Oh man, but no, I think it's cool.
No, you'll get a like and a comment from Jay Hall.
Appreciate that, bud.
No problem. Here, let's speed
Oh yeah,
through some
for the
more
Twitter.
questions real quick. I think we only gotten through 5. Um, let's see if I can find one on Twitter. Somebody asked, "Who is our favorite non-football athlete?" And I can't find their name, but I just saw it. Um, sorry if you asked this, but you don't get a shout out. But to answer for me, there's only one person in this world that I like fanboy over, and he's bald, he's light skinned, and he's amazing. And he's not an athlete anymore. But The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I don't know if we've talked about this before. We may or may not have, but I love this man. Like he's the only person that I really 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 want to meet and have a conversation with and be best friends with because I think that he's done not everything right in his life, but he's so well rounded. You know, it seems like everything this man touches, it turns to gold. So it was cool to see him pregame for the Super Bowl, talking and all that. And yeah, so that's my guy. Let's see,
For me, I'll probably go LeBron
LeBron. It has to
for
be a
the same
non-athlete.
reasons. Oh, non-athlete?
Yeah.
Non-athlete. That's kind of cheating because The Rock was an athlete.
Well, yeah, true.
Uh,
Well, he's retired.
whatever. I'll go. Yeah, he is retired. He is retired. Oh man, who am I gonna go? After seeing the new documentary, Ye, I have a new. I mean, I always knew, I had a respect for Ye, but after seeing the documentary, Ye just gave me a new appreciation on his work ethic
Oh
and
yeah.
everything like that. So I guess I could go with Ye.
Have you watched both the episodes?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you saw my tweet earlier today, bro. Ever since I started, I cannot stop listening to the College Dropout. Like I have listened to the Through the
Yeah,
Wire
nah,
like 6 times today.
nah, for sure.
I'm like,
Nah, definitely newfound. I mean, like I said, I don't want none of y'all coming on my Twitter page talking about so what you never heard of Kanye? Da da da. No, I listened to Kanye. I have heard all of his music. I'm just saying when you get to see a documentary and see all the things that went into it,
yeah,
it gives you a little bit of more respect and appreciation for the music.
no, for sure. I think I was telling you this before. somebody came in my comments and was like, "Dang, J Hall, you didn't know this? You really old? Were you really young?" And I was like, in my head, that low key like it pressed one of my buttons because it's like, my bad, bro. I'm sorry. I was born in 1998. Maybe you're just old as explicit. Like, my apologies. I'm sorry. I was 6 years old when the college dropout dropped. So I don't know what you want me to do. Matter of fact, it was before my birthday, so I was 5. So, anyways, another question we have:
Next question.
how do you feel about Jocelyn Allo getting the Bonds treatment? So I don't know if you know Brayden, but this girl is getting walked every time she comes up to the plate.
Oh, I've seen it. Oh yeah, I've seen it on Twitter. Yeah,
I mean,
I mean she should. Why wouldn't she?
look, if you gonna walk Jocelyn Allo, then our girl Jada, Billy's girl, Miss Coleman, is gonna come up and hit a bomber and win the game anyway. So walk
It's gonna
Jocelyn if
come
you
with.
want to.
I mean, yeah, for sure. And don't get me wrong, but I mean, if you're a coach, you know what I'm saying. If you're a coach and you see the game is tied or whatever, hold on, or no, they were losing by 2. We were losing by 2. It was 8-7, I think, at the time. And you're a coach, and there's already a girl on base. And then, wait, was there a girl on base? No, she was the girl that gave it. Why would you risk tying the game up by pitching to her? I wouldn't either. I will walk her too. Take my chances.
But bro,
Not saying you're not gonna have. Not saying the chances are great. Not saying the chances are great after her because all of them are sluggers.
yeah,
I mean, it's kind of a lose lose when you're playing OU, which is fine with me because I'm a fan. So
look, all I'm gonna say is you can't play scared, man, because they was walking her before that, and I think some other teams started walking her too.
true.
Like, yo, just pitch to her on the inside, man. Like, come on, have some faith. That it just shows like you just scared because
Yeah, she's gonna turn on
for
that.
real.
She's gonna turn on that, and she's gonna send it yard.
Yeah.
Yes, it don't matter where this pitch. She's gonna turn on that and send it.
Yo, I don't know if I ever told you this before, right? Jocelyn might get on to me about this, but I'm gonna tell this in the nicest way possible because I don't think I've ever publicly told this story. But this was back before Jocelyn was Jocelyn. This was like when she first got to school, right? She was looking. I was out on the corner, and you know how the corner gets. It's hectic. A lot of our viewers are former or OU player or not players, but alumni. And yeah, so the corner is the corner.
Mm-hmm.
She was looking for somebody, and I was friends with this person. So Jocelyn comes up and grabs me, and she's like, "Hey, have you seen such and such, bro?" She grabbed me so hard. She grabbed me so hard. I'm like, "Yo, if you don't relax your strong Hawaiian behind, like." Yeah, like so I have felt the force of Jocelyn Allo firsthand, and it is nothing to play with. So I am let's just put it that way in the nicest way possible. This girl is strong, okay? So I understand not wanting to pitch to her, but let's I know
Another
we
question.
haven't answered as many as we wanted to, but let's hit one more.
Yeah,
Um,
I got one from my perspective. Jack Spurlock. He asked a host of questions. I'll go through real quick and answer them. He said number one was favorite time for a football game, morning or afternoon. Not gonna lie, kind of like it in the morning, but the night atmosphere is better.
yeah.
Morning because you don't have to wait all day to play. You don't have to brew on it. You know what I'm saying? You get up and you already in that mode. But night atmosphere is a little bit better. The question number two, favorite college game you've played in? Probably easy Baylor 2019, the comeback at Baylor, or the UT game this previous year. Two pretty fun games. Then number three is OU getting a black uniform this year, and I have no clue. I don't pull the strings on that, so I have no clue.
Um yeah, no, I can't release all the information that I know. Um but my favorite game is definitely, yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. Um My favorite game was definitely the UT game, and that's just for it was just I don't even have to explain that one. And my favorite time to play is
Right.
is 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, whatever that afternoon time is, because the game ends by 5 or 6, and I still have time to, go eat with my family, take a nap, take a shower, and still go out. I don't love the night games because you lose your entire day. Like, I don't get to see my family when they fly in for real. Like, everybody's tired. We've waited all day, and unless
Mhm.
it's a big game. Like, I wish we played Texas at night sometimes, or the Baylor
Yeah.
game at night. That was fun. That comeback that we had with Jalen Hurts. Oklahoma State this past year, that was fun. Fun night game. So it just depends on the game. But I don't want to play like Western Carolina at night. Like, that would be terrible. Nobody wants to do that. So,
Right.
but Sooner Nation, once again, thank you for the support. Thank you for tuning in for this episode. As I said before, be sure to say a prayer for Jay Hall Thursday morning, like as soon as you wake up, because I have the bench that morning. Okay, so the day starts early for me, and tune in to NFL Network to see your boy kill the combine. So looking forward to that. Pray for Brayden and to make sure that he makes weight tomorrow.
For sure.
I don't know if he's reached 10K on Instagram yet, so let's check that before we sign off. He's at
Nope. 92.
9,190. So if we can get that man up at least 900 more, he'll be there. And support our women's sports, by the way. Go to the women's basketball games. Obviously, you guys are going to the softball games. Go to a couple of the tennis matches. You don't got to stay the whole time, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just go show love, you know?
For sure.
Um, And once again, thank you for all the coffees you guys have bought for us. Appreciate the love. Brayden, anything for the people?
Yes. Thank you. Nah, same thing. Thank you for the coffees and love. See y'all next week.
Deuces.